Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more crosswords. I thought this week we would do a slightly harder one. We've done Wednesdays the last every time that I've done one by myself. I think the last 2 or 3 episodes. So I thought we would do today's crossword a Thursday. No guarantee that I'll finish this one on my own, but sometimes I manage it. Get back to. I mean, you would call someone to get back to them, but I don't think that's it. Not sure. Hunk. This could mean like a chunk of something. It could be like a hottie, right? Hunk. Like a nub is not really a hunk of anything. Okay. Trim. This could mean a lot of things, right? I like to snip the edges off with scissors, for example, but also like sailing ships have a trim, which is like not exactly where their rudder is pointed, but something similar that's to do with how the sails are pointed, I think is the trim. Maybe it is the rudder, actually, because planes can have a trim, which is like how, like, if you like want to tilt the rudder to the right 5% or whatever, 5 degrees maybe, but you don't want to have to do it by hand. You can like set the trim to be like, yes, leave it here at 5% to like counteract for some wind or something. All that to say, I have no idea what this is asking. Could also mean like thin. Something thin is trim. Totally trounced. Okay, well, at least I know what this means. It's like to beat soundly. You could crushed them, for example, like doesn't fit, but that would be a valid way to fill this in. Yellow creature in a set of hit animated films. Finally, some letters. These are minions. Profit column figure. Well, an asset would go in the profit column, so would income. Those are too short. All right. On a par with in terms of tidiness. Goodness. Neat as, for example, but I don't think so. What to do if you want to win bar trivia? Well, I'm betting this is about, like, you know, getting a law degree. That's too short, of course. I wanted to let's actually take a moment to look at yesterday's crossword, because there was something kind of fun in there that I was just reminded of. I like the theme clues. They're always, or yesterday? Tuesday, right? No, maybe it was yesterday. I often enjoy the theme clues. When you get them, they're like, haha, very funny. Maybe it was yesterday's, and I didn't quite finish Wednesday. Yeah. I couldn't figure out what was wrong here, but when I saw this one, your fins are nice and you're a graceful swimmer, I was like, those are things you would say to a fish if you wanted to compliment it. And I wasn't quite ready to fill it out. I just said like fish something. But then I got down here and I was like, okay, this is another one that's kind of actually I don't know. I don't know if I got this one right away, but at some point I got some of the downs in this, I think. And I was like, okay, yeah, fish compliments, yes, okay. And at this point, this is enough to figure out what the theme is going to be. It's like common phrases missing the word for, right? This is thrown a loop. That's how, if you've done some lassoing, you've thrown a loop. But thrown for a loop is a common phrase. And indeed, you get down to the revealer. Relinquished is foregone. Therefore, the for is gone in the theme clues. Get it? adorable. Someone who's unable to pronounce the name of a deodorant brand can't say sure. Can't say for sure. Get it? And I didn't actually, like, I don't know. My vocabulary of, like, actresses named Sandra was not very high. The only one I could think of was Sandra Bullock. But eventually I got enough cross clues that I was like, crying out loud I got. And then I was like, well, okay, O goes in front, and O for crying out loud. Anyway, theme clues are adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed that little diversion into yesterday. But back to the Thursday here. I don't know what to do with this. Study for the bar. Well, no, they wouldn't reuse the word bar in the clue and the answer. So, cause of swollen feet and ankles. Isn't this a thing that, like, either fat people and or pregnant women often have, is like swollen feet and ankles? I don't really know how that would go in a 5-letter thing, but maybe that's something to keep in mind. This must be OMG, right? Those are both used in a texting context, and they mean roughly the same thing, so that's what I think here. All right, let's look at the downs, since I have a little bit of, I've found a bit of purchase here, but not much. A dandy is a fop. Here they're talking about the noun dandy, meaning like a person who dresses well or extravagantly. I'm not sure exactly, but that's a common crossword thing. Insincere charm is smarm. Someone who's charming falsely is smarmy. Moors foe in the early 8th century. Who the heck did the Moors fight? I don't know. Suffix similar to S. So this is like a job, like a female indicating job suffix. At least I assume that's what it's about. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be... Well, is princess a job? I guess. Property interest. Property interest. I mean, the obvious thing is like something about a mortgage or something, right? But I don't know. I somehow get the idea that this is a little bit different from that. Also, I can't figure out how to put that into 4 letters, so... A pride is to lie. Oh my gosh, what kind of animal has the collective noun not? I have no idea. Specialist MDs. So doctors who specialize in something end with S, and I think it's probably ENTs. That's a specialist that is abbreviated with 3 letters. Ear, nose, and throat doctors. On par with in terms of neat. I guess tidiness. It is as neat. I was thinking neat as, but sure, that's similar. A knot of boars? Perhaps? There's not a lot of animals that go blank OA blank. Actually... Boar, like, usually you wouldn't have a collective noun for specifically the male of a species. This could be goat, then, perhaps? Ah, the Moors' foe in the early 8th century. They must have fought the Visigoths. Those are both... I mean, I don't know. The Visigoths were, like... they were around... Did they fight the Roman Empire? I'm not sure. I don't know when the Moors were around, so like I don't know if those were around in the same time, but it fits, and like that's nice. And it fills in here. Trim is svelte. Oh, a knot of toads? Huh. Ah, yeah. N, like a comedienne, is a female comedian. I'm sure there are other words ending with E-N-N-E, but I don't really know any of them off the top of my head. Doyen, but I don't know really what that means. Property interest is a lien. Yes, it's not interest as in like the money that you pay for a loan. Rather, someone who has an interest in your property might have a lien on it. Okay. So that's good. We got that corner done. Actor's asset. Their voice might be an asset. Usually, like, that would be a singer, but sure. Not really convinced, but it's a thought. Snorty ride. Well, horses snort, right? So do, like, hippos probably, but you wouldn't ride a hippo. Obviously, these can't both be right because VH is not really going to be a thing, but... Sporty ride informally? Huh. Okay, right next to the sporty ride, huh? I'm not sure. Measure up. Is this going to be about the TV show Friends? Like, they didn't go to a bar, right? They mostly hung out at an apartment, so I'm not sure. Blank monster. I don't know anything specific enough that would make sense here. The boss of? Well, I mean, like, someone who is the boss of something is the czar of that thing, but that wouldn't be phrased this way, I don't think. Because that would at least require parentheses around of. The boss of, you'd be like the czar of something. So it can't be that. Alternative to yours truly. You might sign a letter with love. Totally trounced. Yeah. Profit column figure. Well, it's probably not going to end with a V, huh? Okay, well, I hope I get some more help in the acrosses soon. Like, if I don't get this one, I'm not going to have much in the top left corner to work with. Maybe the revealer. I'll have the revealer for the theme clues. I guess that could be something that would help. Yeah, I do have this one, though. Depleted. Something depleted is used up. Or likewise, if you depleted something, you used it up. Teachers of the Dharma. I assume those are yogis, although perhaps they're gurus. I don't really know exactly what a dharma is, but that's like it's a Buddhist thing, right? So, or a Zen Buddhism thing. I don't know exactly. Habitually could just be often. I often do something. I'm not like in love with that because it doesn't mean habitually necessarily. It just means like something you do habitually you would do often, but it's a slightly loose connection. Iowa State City is Ames. It's not just a movie, a city in Iowa State. Rather, it is a city related to an Iowa State university. And they capitalize the state here to make that even like clearer, right? They're talking about the university. Olay, cousin. Gosh, what would you shout that would be like Olay? Ra, like rah, perhaps? Yeah, goes wrong is heirs. And a crow relative is a daw, like a jackdaw, I think. So I'll take raw. Yeah, and yup is uh-huh. Flasher at a rock concert. They would have a strobe light flashing at a rock concert. Not like an audience member flashing, but the light. Final words of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. Oof. I don't know the speech very well. Tips for a shoe shiner. Yeah, the tip of what you are shining, you're shining the toes of some shoes. So, It's not like advice or what you would pay them, but rather the tip of the thing they are shining. The river through Spain, I believe, is Ebra. It might be an E instead of an A here. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is an E. Just one of those things that you pick up after doing some crosswords. Playable kid in the Super Smash Bros. Games is Ness. Wonder why they abbreviated Bros. I guess that actually is the proper title, so this isn't really an abbreviation. It's not Super Smash Brothers, it actually is Bros. Okay, so this was often after all. So what's with this theme clue here? Medical professional with a passion for pep rallies. Doctor Who cheers. Okay. Whoa. So might this actually be like something CSI something Friends? Maybe these two do fit together, but no, because all the other downs are the other, like VH is bad, OOEE, these are all looking unlikely. Okay, how about these downs? We have a lot of help on those. Bustles is a do's, so the noun bustle, right, means a do, like a noisy happening. Bulb circular. Well, there's light bulbs. What circles a light bulb is a moth. I was also thinking of like a tulip bulb, but no, this is a moth. Golden rule word, others, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Flagship school with famed serpentine garden walls. Oof. University of something, I guess. Now, this must be echo, I assume? Yeah, resound is to echo, sure. Or possibly resound. Is that where the word resound comes from? Huh. An electrical problem is a short. Okay, so this is good. We have a lot of help on this down that we were going to need to figure out the top left corner. Measure up. Something that measures up is making muster, right? It's something muster. I think like measure up meaning to like be as good as or good enough. Pass muster. That's the word I'm thinking of, the phrase I'm thinking of. So something that measures up passes muster. Get back to. Okay. Totally trounced. You know what? We could probably put an ED here. Someone who. No, I was thinking outplayed. But there's not enough letters for that. Also, there's a blank space here. Yeah. So even if we shifted this Y to the right somehow, that would still not fit. Also, doesn't fit with horse. Okay, how about this? Profit column figure. I don't know. Still don't know this. The boss of. Alternative to yours truly. There could be, maybe they mean like yours truly, just meaning like myself, rather than as the signature to a letter. I don't know. Gonna need some help on the theme clue, it looks like. Ab blank from the beginning. I know ab initio, but what the heck starts as a 3-letter one that starts with O? I don't know. Checkers do it. Checkers at the grocery store scan items. Or probably at like any store, right? Those in Quito must be esas. Right, Spanish. I assume Quito is somewhere in a Spanish-speaking country. Free something. Yeah, and ASOS is not really a thing, so I don't have to worry about this being filled. Like, ASOS is also those, but I don't think ASOS ever means anything. Or anyway, it doesn't mean those. Scandal creator rhymes. I guess that must be Rhonda? That's a person... Get over here. That's a person who, you know, Rhonda Rhimes I've heard of, and that fills in this blank, although I don't know anything about Scandal, or really anything about Rhonda Rhimes. Oh, geez. Flagship school with famed serpentine garden walls? I don't know. And oh... I don't know enough Latin to know what should fill this in to mean from the beginning. Free America? Nope. Confucian scholar Chu, I don't know. Keenly observant. O-R-T? I don't know. British title? Are they looking for Rex? Like the king is Rex and the queen is Regina or something? I can't think of any other good British titles here. They have like Earl and Duke and so on, but not any three-letter ones that start with R, I don't think. Community spirit. So this could mean like, you know, cheering for your hometown team or something. But also a spirit is like, you know, something you would have a drink. A drink is a spirit. A ghost is a spirit. I'm not sure how you would make community fit with those, but I also don't know how to make community spirit this way. The other meaning. Things people may work on all day long. Don't know. Predictable result of a choir's Barry White singing contest. Don't know. A compound like NaCl or HCl. Well, HCl is hydrochloric acid. That's very acidic. So you might say something acidic, but that a compound like it would not be acidic. It would be an acid. Meanwhile, salt I don't think is particularly acidic. These could both be alkalis? I'm not sure. Popular takeout option. I don't think tacos are especially popular for takeout. Mia, who appeared on a Wheaties box in '99. I don't know. Style. Yeah. An order specification. Like size would be a popular thing you would have to specify in an order. It doesn't fit with alkali, obviously, but that could be wrong. Cause of just deserts. No rain. Just deserts, though. That's a weird one. Obviously, it's a play on just desserts. But what does just deserts even mean? How is that different from deserts? I don't know. Fortune 500 company that started out selling books. That's Amazon. We got something for a change. Popular takeout option. I don't know. I mean, Chinese takeout is a popular thing, but I don't know how it fits into this. Mia, I don't know. Style, meh. It is size. That's nice. Commencement week tradition at many colleges. So, at like a high school, commencement is the event when you graduate to like congratulations, you're starting out your life as a grown up. But not at colleges. Commencement like technically means starting, so I assume it's like something that happens at near the beginning of a college year. And so I think this must be rush week, right? A tradition that many like sororities and fraternities have that happens at the beginning of the year. My turn now. Me, but I don't think so. I don't know. For example, I don't know many phrases that mean for example. There's e.g., of course, but that doesn't fit here, obviously. Intro level. All right, well, let's just do this last down here. Striped blue balls. Oh man, this is about billiards. What are blue? If it's striped, it must be at least 9, but the 9 is yellow. So I think that this must be 10s. Is the 2 a blue ball? Yeah, I think it is. And the 10 is 8 higher, so that makes sense. All right, let's work on. Yeah, I guess this is where the downs we'd have it filled out fit. Things people work on all day long. Depleted again. I mean empty, but that clashes with the N. Scant. That's not really quite right, because that would be like you have fewer, whereas depleted is like it's all gone. There is like a slang word, skint, skint, which is like British for like being broke, having no money. But I think that's too British, and it also wouldn't quite really fit with depleted. They're similar, but not the same. A marauding group. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ottoman Empire founder. Jeez, who founded the Ottoman Empire? I don't know. Corset bones and collar stiffeners. I mean, they're kind of like architecture for your clothes, but I don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean. Popular takeout option, we don't know. Mia, we still don't know. Style, don't know. Intro level info. Well, the basics are some info you would get at the intro level to something. Okay, it's not Rush Week. Finally, here's one I know. The Lion King queen is Nala, eventually. She becomes the queen. I don't remember what the name of the queen is at the beginning of the movie. Right, Simba's mom? I don't know. Jazz vocalist Anita. Oof. Oh boy. And that's it for the downs in this section. I mean, does this A help somehow? Not really. This is probably like there's probably a name of some television show or other franchise or something, some cultural reference on the left, which combines with a verb or something on the right to make a punny answer to predictable result of a choir's Barry White singing contest. Barry White has a very low voice, right? So bass might start, but I don't know. What to do if you want to win bar trivia? And ends with friends. I mean, get smart friends? That fits. And Get Smart is a film or a television thing. I'm not married to horse, so I don't mind crossing that out. It does mess up with yogis, but that's sort of... And also pass muster. No, it fits with pass muster. Okay, so I like that. I'm actually gonna write that in ink. I like it so much. Teachers of the Dharma. Like, Swamis is also a related thing, right? But obviously that doesn't fit. Ah, Gila monster. That's a kind of lizard. A hunk of something is a gob of that thing. Yours truly, you can sign a letter with best. The boss of... Well, over, but I don't think so. Totally trounced. And it ends with blank I blank E? Profit column figure. Something LES? Oh, you know what? Someone you are the boss of. If you're the boss of someone, you are over that person. Oh, sales. Net sales are something you would make a profit on, right? Like that is okay, yeah, sales go in like your positive, but they're not your profit because you haven't taken care of the expenses of making. So like net sales maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet llamas teach the Dharma. Yeah, because now this totally trounced is you ate someone alive if you like crushed them in a game, right? Okay, this is coming together up here now. I'm pretty happy with pass muster now. I think net sales is right, but not totally sure. Get back to... I mean, re-up, but like, you know, you would re-up if you're getting back into the military, but I don't think that's right. An actor's asset is their range. As you well know, every actor is measured by the quality of their cooking stove. Haha. No, but like the range of roles they can play is an asset for them. Really? So I almost said as a joke earlier when we were looking at this, I was like, an enema? Do those cause swollen feet and ankles? I guess they're shoving a bunch of water in your body. Why not? I don't know. Ah, a sporty ride informally is a vet, like a Corvette. And to get back to someone is RSVP. What in the world is a Steen, though? This is a complete mystery to me. But all of the crosses work. I love that we got all of this from guessing Get Smart Friends. Remember, this entire top left corner was basically empty with a couple of incorrect penciled in clues over here. But, you know, everything helps out with everything else. And so this A gave us Gila, Gob, Best. Remember? Those were good times. Rewind a few minutes and watch that again. I wish I could, but I'm busy. Keenly observant. ORT. I mean, this often leads into like ortho or something, but or I don't know. Free as something? I don't think so. Community spirit, like esprit, as in esprit de corps, is too long. And I don't think they could really use spirit in a clue for esprit. There'd be too much duplication there. Predictable result of a singing contest. Where's this compound? 59 down. Oh, that's a cross. Like, what are other chemical properties? Like ionic or something, like ionized. I don't think these are any of those things. Each of these is a compound. It's a molecule with exactly 2 atoms. So probably the word diatom would be correct here. Like would be an apt description, except for the size. And I wouldn't want to put a TZ here. Popular takeout option. What do people order for takeout? Where do they order it from? How do they order it? They order it for pickup. They order a drink. They buy it at fast food places. Mia, I just have no idea. Style. Okay, so this could be a verb or a noun. I don't think it could be an adjective. I wonder if this is elan. That's usually clued more like flair than style, but if you do something with style, perhaps you could do it with elan. Well, I mean, saline fits, but like it means salty, basically, right? Usually we talk about a saline solution like in water. But I mean, I think technically hydrochloric acid is probably a salt, right? So it could be saline. I still don't know what this would be. Keenly observant. Ah! I was thinking about the wrong observant. They're not talking about eagle-eyed. They're talking about someone who's really into a religion. Someone keenly observant is someone who is orthodox. Okay. And this must be a something-eyed, right? Chu... Hugh? Hey? Alright, does this EN do? Something depleted is spent. It's all been spent, right? And this probably is not Rex. And a U is really the only way to fill in HSU with like a name that makes sense. RU. My turn now is me next. Mia, still don't know. Popular takeout option. An option could be a kind of food. It could be a place you order that food. It could be how you order that food. Right? Like, you know, you would order it with the sauce on the side, for example, so that you can put it on when it gets there instead of letting it get all soggy. But okay, this SOP might help with the revealer. I mean, what if it is like salide? As like I don't know exactly what that means. But I'm pretty happy with Elan now. Elan, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Okay, what about this British title? Are you, like, we can just go through the alphabet. Are you A? Are you B? That's rub, not really a title. Are you C? Are you D? Are you E? Rue? That's more of like a French thing for like road. Are you F? G? Rug? No. H? I'm not aware of any ra. I, Rui, again sounds more French. J, K, L, M, rum. I don't think that's a British title. N, run? I don't understand what that could mean. O, P, Q, R, S. No. T, rut. No. U, V, W, X. Y, Z. You know, maybe this is still Rex, actually. it's not. I'm not like an expert in Asian languages, but blank, consonant se is like a kind of phoneme pattern that does appear in Asian languages, right? Like say, I think so. It's still possible, but this OPX would be really, really odd if that were the case. But what we could do, actually, this could even be HSA, probably. Shaw. Oh man, I don't want to think through all the possible ending letters with like all the middle vowels. I mean, it's only 78 to go through the 3 plausible vowels and all the ending letters, but something's open. Oh, are they halide? That's actually a word I've heard before. I don't know what it means. Takeout option. Cham? No. NOPQRS. A sham is a takeout option? A sham. I mean, a sham is a kind of like a sheet or something, as well as like being kind of a facade, right? I don't think it is. I think there's some word in there that's wrong. Some letter that's wrong. It's some word that's close to sham. But anyway, it doesn't seem related to takeout. Could this start with a T? The something? Cause of just deserts. I mean, the apocalypse would cause just deserts everywhere, right? Nuclear testing might create deserts. Global warming someday, perhaps. Although I don't think that's true. I think it's going to make things wetter because we're going to melt the ice caps. Commencement week tradition at many colleges. For example, things people work on all day long. Well, okay, probably ends with an S, right? Diets, debts, demos. Dates in some weird convoluted way. A date means day. I don't know. Marauding group. I mean, melee, right, is like sort of related to marauding, but it's not really a marauding group. What marauds? Barbarians maraud. You know, as inspired by Visigoths up here. Raiders maraud, pirates maraud. So a fleet could maraud, I suppose. But I'm pretty happy with 10s, of course. Ottoman Empire founder. Ugh. Corset bones and collar stiffeners. I mean, they're flexible but stiff, right? In a way, they're hard. They bend a bit. The soprano something. Yes. It does start with the. The Sopranos lose? Yes, because they sing too high to win a Barry White singing contest. Okay. Tham? What on earth is Tham? Alright, maybe I need to work on this here. Just work through the letters this could be. T, A, B, C, D, E, a team. Take out option, a team. That doesn't make sense to me. F, G, H, Tham. I don't get it. I, Tyam? No. J, K, L, Clam? No. N, O, Tome? P, Q, R, a tram? A tram. Like, that's a public transit thing. It sort of takes you out to places. You might take it when you are out. Okay, I don't love it, but it could maybe make sense somehow. S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't know. I mean, R seems to be the only thing that works. Unless Tham is somehow the answer. I mean, I'll pencil in an R, I guess. And I don't know what this is all about. But okay, let's work on the downs that we just got some help for. Also, this R blank R? What? We can just look at the vowels here. A, rar, doesn't seem right. E, R, E, R, I don't get it. I, R, I, R, still no. O, R, O, R, don't get it. R, U, R? What? Is it possible this isn't Rhonda? Oh, is it Shonda Rhimes? Yes, Shonda Rhimes, not Rhonda Rhimes. And it's Sir is a title that a British person could have. A knight would be called Sir whatever. Okay. Intro level info. Not sure. Jazz vocalist Anita, I don't know. People work on all day long. They kind of work on desks. Usually you work at a desk, but a desk is a work surface where your work is on top of. Let's pencil that in, I guess. Free all. Free at last. He must have said that. Community spirit, ET. Marauding group. Still don't know. Ottoman Empire founders, still no idea. Corset bones and collar stiffeners aren't vests. There's of course a very long list of things they aren't, but that's not what I'm being asked for. But they kind of seem a little bit related somehow to vests. They like are articles of clothing that would like, you know, go together with something. They're in your like upper half. I don't know. Does this A help somehow? Like with these crosses? The A and the S here? Just deserts. Well, it would make some sense for this to end with an S. But I don't know, that would be like causes of just deserts, right? This is the single cause, so I don't really buy that actually. Bank something. I don't really see why bank would be relevant here, but if the K is right, maybe. And how about this extra S? Commencement week tradition at many colleges. I mean, this looks a lot like the word class. I don't know of any tradition that starts with class. Class act, class cut, class... don't know. Intro level info. Ah, is the ABCs. Very, very intro. I was thinking like a college level class. But first of all, you learn the ABCs like when you're being introduced to school. But also like just sort of metaphorically, the ABCs are an intro to something. For example, say, yeah. You know, college classes might include English 101, say, right? Anita. Olay. Bark. Oof. Deserts, though. Cause of just deserts. The climate causes deserts. Class 1. Balkans doesn't fit here, and I don't see how it's relevant, but the K is sort of tempting me. And also Olay is at least like a name that exists. It's a brand, right? I don't know Anita Olay, but maybe. But volcanoes. What is this community spirit? Marauding group. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to finish this crossword on my own. We got pretty far. Not bad, right? Oh, you know what? I bet actually this is UVA and ab ovo, like as in from an egg. So we probably don't need to guess here. I mean, etude is a word. Etoile, E-T-O-I-L, is like French for star, I think. No. It's something, though. But I don't see how it fits here. So, in the interests of getting some conclusion... Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a break. I often, like, come back to a crossword after a few hours. I'll edit it together, and either I'll have some more ideas, or we'll ask the New York Times for some hints. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, I went away for a few hours and came back, and I looked at the crossword again, and I had some ideas. Specifically, a marauding group is a horde. There you go. And looking at that made me realize, you know what a community spirit is? It's an ethos. That's as far as I got before I decided to start the video back up. I don't know if I can finish these last two. What the heck? Just deserts. I feel like I should be able to get this. D-E-S... Almost certainly KS, right? Bank arms. Balkara. Okay, let's ink in desks now that we're pretty sure of this. And this has got to be class, right? Class day? Is that a thing? What is this for carat? Like K-A-R-A-T. Somehow something to do with the weight of gems. I always forget. There's like 3 ways to spell carat. I know C-A-R-E-T is the typographical mark. And C-A-R-A-T is something to do with precious somethings. And K-A-R-A-T is also, like, one of them is to do with gold, and the other is to do with gems, but I can never remember which is which. It seems so bizarre to me that we would have to have 2 different words spelled so similarly to mean like the same thing, but for slightly different subjects. What is this word back? What is this word arts? Arts, like... Commencement week tradition at many colleges. This is not the Sopranos lose. The Sopranos lost because corset bone is a stay, I think. And this is class day. And this really looks like an area, right? And that's kind of nice because then this thing, I don't know what Ocean is, but it looks like it could share a root with like Hussein, right? And that's like an Ottoman kind of name, right? So what is this just deserts? I mean, I could put an L here. I could put an N, and like one of those might be right, but what does it mean? Actually, let's pencil this in, because if I end up wanting to go back over the puzzle, I'd like to remember that I don't really believe in this one at all. And honestly, this one too. And we have like these over here are also penciled in. So like I don't think that just trying all 26 digits here or letters here is going to result in me getting a solution. But what could, like, this could be a C, back area. What does that have to do with just deserts? I don't know. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Bulk area. I don't exactly know what bulk means. It means to like shy away from, right? And I know in like baseball, it's a specific term for some kind of pitching foul. Like starting to pitch but then not actually pitching or something. But I don't know what bulk area would have to do with just deserts in either of those cases. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so LMN, bank area. You know, we thought of bank a while ago. What about banking, like, not in terms of a financial institution, but in terms of, like, the... What do you call it on, like, a pool table when there's the kind of bumpers on the side, or a bowling alley? You can bank off of those. But there's a name for what that is in pool, right? I can't remember what it's called when you bounce off the... You shoot it off the... It's not the rim. I guess you take a bank shot. But what do you bounce off of in that case? I don't know. Anyway, so that's bank. I don't really see what bank area has to do with just deserts. NOPQR. Bark area? Trees are kind of a thing that is not in deserts, but kind of related. It's more ecological than anything else, right? RS, a Basque area? Cause of just deserts. That doesn't have to mean something that causes just deserts. It could mean, like, you know, the cause of Greenpeace is, like, I don't know, environmental health or something. It's a cause that they support. So if just deserts could somehow support a cause, maybe this would make sense. But I don't see what that has to do with basking. STUVW, Bach area? Don't think so. XYZ. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll put in an L and it's wrong, and I'll put in an N and it's wrong too, and put in an S and an R. Yeah, so I don't know. It looks like we're not quite gonna get there. Actually, let me put an H in here, just like... RNSL. Yeah. Just so I can see if that might be the issue. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say I've gotten as far as I'm gonna get without help. Let's check the puzzle for me. Yes, I know. I won't get my daily streak. That's all right. I already missed yesterday. I'm next. Oh. Ham. Yes, I've heard of this Mia ham. Of course. Thai is a takeout option. Got it. And it's not an E. Bank. Bar. I don't know. Okay, I guess it was aces. Okay, it wasn't an enema. That's nice. I don't know what it is, though. Oh, a steed. An edema? Oh, that's like some kind of foot disorder, right? Where did I learn that word? I think I learned it playing Rogue Legacy. That's the modifier that makes you like not trigger spike traps because you have no pulse in your feet. Some kind of edema. A steed. I knew steen felt weird, but I didn't know what else to put there because I couldn't think of. There couldn't possibly be any other word that goes E blank EMA, but of course there is. And bank. AR blank A? I mean, T, Arda, Arma. Bad karma causes just desserts. But, oops, well, I guess it was ASOS, huh? Yeah. But that's not how you spell just desserts, is it? That's just deserts. I always thought it was... Okay, so if we search for just deserts, you get 52 million hits. Just desserts, you get 300 million hits. That's 6 times as many, but a lot of them are like bakeries. So what does Merriam-Webster have to say about these two? Despite its pronunciation, just deserts, with one S, is the proper spelling for the phrase meaning the punishment that one deserves. The phrase is even older than the word dessert, using an older noun version of desert, meaning deserved reward or punishment, which is spelled like the arid land, but pronounced like the sweet treat. I had no idea. I knew that like just desserts was how you say it. And neither one of them really makes sense as a finisher to that saying, but lots of old sayings make no sense, right? So I was like, okay, just desserts. That's so ridiculous. Oh, English is the worst. Well, here was me saying there was no way it could be ASOS because I was sure Ebro was not the river name. Joke's on me. Bad karma. Yeah, I guess the problem was that I was mentally inserting a word break between the K and the A. Because, like, no words start with K. And lots of words go B-A blank K. So, of course, this should be one word and this should be the next. But there could be, bad karma gives you just desserts. Sure. But I was also so focused on this being a pun because I assumed that it was spelled wrong on purpose. And it wasn't because it's spelled right. And I just don't know how to spell it. Okay, well, those are some pretty cool theme clues. I like those. Get smarter friends. Get smart friends. I love it. That's definitely my favorite of the three. Doctor Who Cheers is like fine, and The Sopranos Lost I feel good about because I finally got it after a lot of struggling, but the answer itself is not that amazing. So it was halide. Halide. What is a halide anyway? Well, it's a programming app. A programming language is a camera app, I mean to say. It's a binary phase of which one part is a halogen atom and the other part is an element that is less electronegative than the halogen. The alkali metals combine directly with halogens under appropriate conditions, forming halides of the general formula. Blah. Okay, how do you pronounce halide, by the way? It's probably halide, in fact, because it comes from halogen, right? Halide. Oh, that's so weird. It's... well, whatever. I'm looking at Google's pronunciation guide, and when you click the thing, it clearly says halide. But if I read, I guess that's just because English sucks. The suggested pronunciation looks like is Halaid, which I would read as Halaid. But that's just because English sucks. Okay. All right, well, that was a Thursday, a bit tougher than the Wednesdays. I'm reasonably happy with how I did. I got most of the letters, and the ones I was stuck on were in fact mostly difficult. I don't know. This one was, maybe I should have paid a little more attention to Steen. I don't feel so bad about missing Ty, honestly, just because me next kind of fits with the phrasing of my, not my, I. And I just never went back to reconsider it. Okay, well, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.